Bitcoin caught in a peculiar place, and we're going to talk about where she might be going this week. A lot's going to be economic data dependent. Yes, everybody's got their eyes on the CPI report. That is PPI and core inflation coming out tomorrow, year over year. So will inflation come out lower than expected and goose the odds in the favor of another rate hike even higher? Checking in on the rate hike calculator or the CME rate hike forecaster, whatever you want to call it. We've got the next potential rate cut coming in at a 50% chance, and that's at the next meeting at September 18th. So we got about a month away from there, and we'll take a look at what could potentially happen. Again, we've been eyeing this falling cone formation, saying, look, if Bitcoin wants to bounce it all the way up to the top side of the range, grind it out a little bit, right? And, put in a higher low, that'll be the bullish sign, and probably going to break out to those new all-time highs. We've been talking about our boxes of peace and prosperity and death and despair, and really saying, look, the white 200 simple on the daily is going to be our main governor of price. Above there is good, below there, bad. And that we gave it about a 40 or 75% chance that we're going to come down and test this wick. Notice the silver cross and the lower high and the daily downtrend. So, the potential to, as bullish as I want to be and say, hey, the lows are in. This was a fake out. It's off to the moon. It's better to be conservative, wait for confirmation than rush into anything, because I do think sideways is the name of the game. For the month of August, until people are ready to come back and get back to work. The financial markets are a bit dry and a bit slow. That is usually how it plays out. So what else do we want to keep our eye on? Dixie, continuing with the lower highs. I guess I have no drawings in here. No drawings whatsoever. But, could this be accumulation or distribution? Hopefully it's distribution. And as the dollar goes down, those risk assets will continue to go up. And just throwing a magnet on here back below the 0.5, your next target down is going to be about 99 cents. And that would be the 618. That is where I'm goosing the odds in the favor of the bears. The people bearish on good old Dixie. Checking in on the Nikkei and the recovery bounce there. We did say traditional markets and the stock market did look like they want to put in a healthy bounce. And NASDAQ slowing it up here today, but still, in that bounce territory. And, the daily downtrend. Once that's broken, well, you expect that retest and continuation of the highs. Continuation to new all-time highs. So that would be the bullish take right there. S&P doing the same thing here, still hanging in there. I know a lot of people are calling recession and depression, and I would just say look at the stock market for the year. Doesn't look like a recession to me. Does not looking like a recession to me. And here's what I'm talking about. Whoops. Let's get back here. More specifically on the time frame here, since January this year, S&P 500 still year to date up 14%, and that is with the correction, which was pretty deep, 10% correction. That has kind of been the flavor of the year. So higher low and higher highs, and the Democrats pull off another fast one. Powell pulls off a soft landing. Guys, I could be totally wrong here, but I've been saying it all year long that they're not going to let the market crash amidst an election cycle. That's just typically not what the statistics show. In an election cycle, the stock market typically does very well going into the election. All right, so back on to, points for the bears or for the bulls, potential for a higher low. If we can close the weekly back above 63,000, that's going to look good. And technically volatility is now expanding and momentum is to the upside. We're not crossing, up from a low level, but kind of playing out a regression on this trend line, and a double cross to the upside is always a good thing. And when I'm talking about a double cross, here was one cross, failed. Here's the second one. Hopefully this is the right one, and volatility continues to expand. It is lifting off right now, so this is technically a point for the bulls, and this doji candle is exactly what you want to see when buyers, suck up the demand. Again, another chance to fill this wick, 50% full, would take us down to 53,500, and pretty much just don't want to see any dailies back below there. As long as that kind of region holds, I'm, expecting that, things play out kind of sideways and up. Sideways and up, and no reason to rush into anything at the moment. So Dixie down, Bitcoin dominant, really taking a leg higher as Ethereum got slapped around a bit, and Bitcoin dominance probably does take a leg bit, a bit higher. And again, Ethereum, I'm playing the catch-up trade there. I do think that we bounced off a critical support level, and likely when the selling stops, Ethereum, the number 2 by market cap, even though Solana is taking up, a lot of dominance right now, it's still kind of a drop in the bucket compared to Ethereum, right? Ethereum market cap, 327 billion. Solana coming in at 68 billion, so roughly 20%. 20% of the ETH market cap. So if that starts to flip around, another, kind of warning sign, things going in the favor of Solana, but I don't think that's going to be the case just yet. So Bitcoin dominant, Bitcoin on the daily momentum is still to the upside, and we'll cross down below 57,400. So 57,400. Pretty much don't want to take out this low on the next daily candle closure, and the CM. Otherwise, probably going to revisit those lows just by taking out today's low, or yeah, it would be today's low. Apparently, the day just closed. It's 5 o'clock. Holy smokes! I got to get home and call it a day, guys. I hope you enjoyed it today. If you did, make sure you smash the like button. Do it anyways, even if you don't. Even if you didn't enjoy some of the coins to keep an eye on. Again, AI coins like Tau, AGIX seem to have bounced pretty hard. And then you've got some of the meme coins like Mew. Mew's a new one on the basket. Brett, Bonk, all getting pretty healthy bounces. And then good old Pepe. Pepe clenching onto that white 200 simple, and some are saying, it might be worth taking a look at. Needless to say, I'm going to let you go. Have a blessed and highly favored rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.